Warhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Warhawks have their offense in high gear. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll run it from the gun. Thrust that arm out.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Rayner. The throw to the outside is complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to get the corner. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the target. Finds a man on the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. On the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And the Red Wolves will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes him talk to the hand. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Warhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Tight end now in motion. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Turning it on. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Nixon. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Warhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. The sure hands, it's Rucker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The kick is on its way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. ULMonroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, ULMonroe. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you're just going to have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Dickerson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quick handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. is in the air. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Jackrabbit.
From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Warhawks will call on their punt team.
On to kick it away.
They booted away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. As they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rucker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Rayner. That's caught, it's Rucker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Red Wolves will punt this one away. Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the Big Mounts carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch down the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Complete to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
42, Spider. 4, Gaucho.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown! 6 on the board.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to get outside. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Warhawks will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dickerson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Summers. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Rayner. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in. Come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around. And the Red Wolves are flying down the field. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Dickerson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's past the 30. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
And the Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Red Wolves back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the tight end. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
A designed run for the quarterback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Rayner. He caught it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Red Wolves have it with a first and goal. Trying to surge it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Along that offensive line, that'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, ready. 6-9-1, gas, flat. Longer. Gaucho.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds a man on the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
On the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
They'll try the right side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Finds his man. It's Godfrey. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, ULMonroe. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Red Wolves have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll send the back in motion. On the move, it's Clay. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and those 3rd and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the option. Now the pitch. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense.
Turning it on! Inside the 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Warhawks!
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he added the extra point. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dickerson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. ULMonroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Warhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Warhawks will have it 1st and 10.
Cricket.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Godfrey. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Okay,
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Jackrabbit.
Gives it on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Warhawks send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The drive will come from the 9-yard line. Calls his own number. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good. especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play? You can dial up, maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted deep in his own end.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.